Stop having it.
But listen, what they gotta do,
Like he needs to sit over there.
what they gotta do with the people that are involved with this crime, looking at whatever happened and thinking that they want them people to go to jail.
As soon as they start reporting on it and they start giving their opinion on it,
What does that mean?
And the opinion either favours one side or the other side.
What does that
people
mean?
on one side or the other side are allowed to have feelings about it.
Obviously.
Do you get what I'm trying to say to you?
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to show them.
So if he was doing documentaries,
Hello. Can you let him let our guest actually talk? You three are just talking for ages.
so if he was doing documentaries and he's not giving an opinion, he's just reporting on what's out there, would you respect it more?
I would
So if
not,
he-
wait. I'm going to ask you. I would have less of a problem with it, and especially if it was never open cases.
So when you say opinion, if somebody's caught
That's
on our
my thing.
charge, listen.
Make it clear.
If you say opinion and somebody's caught our charge and you say,
I don't give a
"Right,
fuck
that's
about
crazy.
those guys. I'm not part of that
That's an
culture.
opinion,
I'm talking
no?
about culture. You see everything you're asking me, I've already answered. I've said to him, yeah? If you was reporting on Iraq, yeah, I don't give a fuck who is going over there to do what. Because guess what? I've never slapped on an army suit for no country. When I slapped one on, it was from my set. You know what I'm going to say to you? So I care about that. That's where I come from. So I'm going to talk about that because I got knowledge about that. If you're talking about gang life, if you're talking about jail, if you're talking about rap, if you're talking about all of those stuff, guess what? I'm allowed to have a fucking opinion on it because I'm all of that.
But you're allowed to have an opinion on it. But if you put a camera on and talk about your opinion, then it's snitching, no?
Listen, no, I can snitch on myself though.
Not
I'm allowed to do
snitching,
that.
but you get what I'm saying. That's
I'm
because
allowed to do it,
that's
yeah,
essentially
shit.
what he's doing. He's
I'm
basically,
allowed to shit. I'm allowed to do that.
How are you allowed to do that? That's mental.
But I am.
Yeah.
I done it.
and what's the
Because
difference
I done
between?
it.
Okay, so
and if
BBC
you
News, for
do-
example, reporting on shit. What's the difference between that? Because do
This is what I
they
will
give
say.
their opinions on stuff, or they just report?
This is what I will say, yeah. When I was watching his stuff, I was actually shocked, about like some of the level of like people, the stuff that people have said that they shouldn't have said. You get what I'm gonna say to you? I was shocked about some of it, so I get it.
Von
And
stuff was mad,
I
tweeting it and that.
Just like you just said.
I get what you're saying in some things. I did see some things. I thought,
Just like you said.
I
If you
get it.
ARab yourself, just like you said, if you ARab yourself,
I hear it.
If you
I hear you,
ARab
man.
yourself,
I hear you.
If you ARab yourself like you just said, you're thinking that there's someone not gonna come on the content on the net and speak about what you just said.
You're talking about like
No, it doesn't matter. If you ARab yourself, but if you ARab yourself like you just said, are you thinking on the net there's gonna be no one that's gonna come and highlight this maniac that just ARab'd himself? Because there's millions of documents on ARab and anybody else who done that, who's doing that. These are ARab situations.
Listen. They're not as deep. There's not as deep as Arab here, but this is the thing, yeah. Unfortunately, yeah, some of the young brothers, yeah, that are mashing works out here or that are doing music, sometimes, yeah, are hungry to get somewhere, and they might take certain risks that they shouldn't really take.
Why?
I'm gonna say to you, yeah.
Why?
And some of them might
Have you
not
not got
be-
anything to say, you lot? 'Cause
That's-
you lot are just talking for ages. No, but I haven't heard
I'm
Tankz say
hearing this
any-
perspective. I'm taking it. Pause.
No, but I'm saying this is what it's turning out to, though. I'm trying to do so, but you're not asking them nothing.
Yeah.
You're just talking amongst yourself.
No,
it's
no,
not
we're
about
talking-
that. No, but I'm saying that's.
bro, we're all talking
Alright,
together.
cool, but
All there.
I know, but I can hear. I can hear though. Am I going mad? Am I going mad, or am I saying the right thing? You know what I'm saying, innit?
Yeah.
Come on, I know what you're saying, but they're
Like-
good, bro.
So essentially, if you're reporting on something, you don't give your opinion on it. It's okay.
This is what I'm saying to
And
you.
I'm talking about the culture that you're from, the street life,
Yeah,
all of that.
so this is what I
if I'm
said.
talking about that and I
Yeah.
don't give an opinion on it, there's a
Yeah.
police report that's come out, someone just caught a body, it's on BBC News, it's on Sky News, it's everywhere.
Like
So I
scarcity.
take that report and I read out what's happened and I don't say, I think he was mad for doing that, or I'm just reading that out, no opinion. Is that calm?
That's what I just said. It is
Yeah,
calm,
it is calm, yeah?
As long as it's not on an open case as well.
Okay, cool.
So
So
remember,
if they've been
answered your
charged,
kind
given
of like-
sentence, whatever, cool. You got no problem with it. But
Yeah,
that's
obvious.
But you see why I rate Trap?
Well,
Because Trap don't
that's-
care about that.
I'm not really- I'm
But
not-
if the case is there,
If the case is open, how am I going to know about it?
But I'm not really seeing Trap's documentaries giving too
I
much
hear what you're
opinion.
saying. I hear what you're saying.
Everybody can't talk
understand what
at
you're
the
saying.
same bloody time.
You know what it is? It's because Honcho, like would you say you're outside of the culture? You're an outsider to this culture.
To be honest, I want people to think I'm a civilian because I don't want to be involved in this madness. But at the same time, I would say I'm part of the culture, to be honest. But the stuff that I'm
What
doing,
makes you say that?
because of the stuff that I've done, the people I've been around, how I've lived my life and stuff. But I'm not, by no means am I saying I'm a gangster. But I'm happy to say from the content that I'm doing, I would rather be known as a civilian because of the shit that I'm talking about. It would be biased if I'm talking if I know people from a certain area and I've decided not to do it now.
Everyone would rather be known as a civilian, right?
But yeah.
Smokey right now, he would rather be known as a
No, he wouldn't.
Right now.
No, he wouldn't.
Right
no,
now.
He wouldn't court right now.
Go on,
He
wouldn't. He wouldn't.
He wouldn't.
Wait, let's speak.
He wouldn't.
Yeah, no, because it's the way,
Bro.
because it's the way you've approached this and like kind of your attitude towards this. It makes me seem like you don't really understand.
Me?
Yeah,
I don't understand what.
understand really what they're trying to say.
I'm
From your
basic-
demeanor, the way they're speaking.
I'm trying to get at what
He don't want
what
to.
the streets think is calm and what the streets think is not calm. Because
That's what
it's
you're
like
trying to-
cool, you can talk about things that have happened,
He-
but if you give your opinion on it, then it's not alright. And if it's an open case,
No,
then you're helping the
it's
police.
about-
That's what I'm getting from your answer.
He was a different.
Yeah?
I am.
If I'm
he was
saying
a
no, you're
different
saying yeah.
No,
What is
that's
cool?
what I am saying.
What would be cool? What would you accept? Trap to say as cool?
Well, not just Trap.
No, Trap. Just anybody documenting on this street life that's not from it. What would be cool and what would not be cool? That's what I get from what Honcho's trying to say.
Bro,
It's on a
you
different-
know what, yeah? Can I say something? This is just gonna end everything. See, if you was doing that about man in open case over here, he'd be splashed.
100.
I've done a couple of them though.
What open case over here?
Broad Day wasn't feeling me.
Was that open case? Did you do an open case? They're younger. Do you want about? Do you?
You go.
You're
Bro,
gone.
mad.
That's not what I'm saying. No, but I'm-
Oh, mad. Yeah,
No, I'm done. Not even. No, I'm saying, man.
But bro, you see, with
No,
that,
but open case, man will look for you though.
How you even
You know what I'm saying? I'm saying, if someone done a case, like if, obviously man ain't on nothing, but I'm saying if something, and then someone's done an open case, what you think man wanna go and look for them?
But like I said,
Or after the bet.
But when I'm
saying?
in the
Like-
Moscow 17 doc and like two
you
man
know
are
what
on
I
the
mean?
run, two man are in jail, I'm talking about that. And I'm calm.
But that's not something clever.
hard to get a word in, bro.
Bro, the GB murder's never been solved.
don't forget the
What murder?
The GB murder. No, Moscow 17
Is
youth.
that the one you took me to?
I took the younger 17-year-old. Yeah.
thing and move that
Younger
to-
generation, now younger generation.
Yeah, but it's unsolved.
Now younger generation.
Bro, you see,
Now, I could say, you solve that for you now if you need it.
He's probably solved it. He's probably solved it. I'm saying that.
But only with what these men are saying, and that's an open one. But it's like the fact that it's even an open case. That's where the paperwork
you
comes from.
blame
It's already a case before I came along.
Can you blame
Did you say? Wait, bro. Did you say who done it?
I basically said the rumor of the person that was on the songs talking about we did that, and then that allegedly two of them had fled to I think Ghana or Nigeria or something, and then one of them was still about on another case. I could say who, but like you know what I mean.
So when Lauren Hill says, I don't mind, my music's not for white people, I don't want them to buy my music, she's cancelled. This is why. This is why. Big up Lauren Hill.